6 talking points as Liverpool close gap on Man City in title race at Arsenal. Liverpool cut Manchester City's lead at the top of the Premier League table to just 1 point by beating Arsenal 2-0 on Wednesday. Diogo Jota and Roberto Firmino scored in quick succession midway through the second half to give Jurgen Klopp's side a priceless 3 points in the title race. Mikel Arteta's men started the brightest but were brought hurling back down to earth when Jota beat Aaron Ramsdale at his near post in the 54th minute. It wasn't long until that lead was doubled as substitute Firmino capped off an assured second-half performance, with the Reds having needed to hold on in the first 45. Klopp had benched star man Mohamed Salah for the crucial clash, notably one of Arsenal's games in hand on Manchester United in the race to finish fourth. But the German masterminded the Gunners' downfall with a plan that proved spot-on, with Klopp and co marching to a 9th successive Premier League win. Here are 6 talking points from the Emirates. There was only one talking point when the team news emerged an hour before kickoff. Mohamed Salah was out of Liverpool's starting side. Jurgen Klopp opted to bench the star following his injury in the 2-0 victory over Brighton and Hove Albion on Saturday, a game in which Salah still managed to score. But the 29-year-old, who missed training on Monday, managed to make the trip and took his place among the substitutes. He made it, he just had one training session, everything was fine and is fine. He can come on really good, Klopp told Sky Sports. We have the opportunity to make changes. Naby Keita is in a really good moment, but we have the opportunity to make these changes, so we need to use the boys when they are ready. Thiago Alcantara is ready. I thought it would be the right one for today. We need to be compact, closing the right gaps, and defend them in our way. Hopefully, we can do that. Join the debate. Who will win the Premier League title? Let us know your prediction below. If you were asked to pick out the team going for the halftime with no prior knowledge of the Premier League table, you'd have been forgiven for picking Arsenal. The Gunners went for the jugular after a shaky start in which Virgil van Dijk was denied by Aaron Ramsdale from a corner, putting the Reds on the back foot for most of the first 45. While Alisson Becker didn't have much to do in the Liverpool goal, Arsenal's intensity was too much for Klopp's side to handle as Thomas Partey and Granit Xhaka set the tempo from midfield. Gabriel Martinelli was also enjoying himself up against Trent Alexander-Arnold, turning the England hopeful inside out on the left flank. Although Sadio Mane hit the back of the net just 2 minutes into the second half, the tide was far from being turned as the Gunners came out firing and Martinelli left Alexander-Arnold chasing his shadow once again. The Brazilian brought out his samba skill to nutmeg Jordan Henderson on the byline and continued to maraud into the penalty area past the Reds' right back. Martinelli then pulled the ball back across goal, but none of his Arsenal teammates were there to finish. Commentator Gary Neville was in awe of Martinelli's skill and lauded. He's got Alexander-Arnold on toast. Once the plaudits had died down, Martin Odegaard was played through, but couldn't break the deadlock as Alisson stood strong, and he'd soon live to regret it. After all their good work, it was Liverpool's patience that proved pivotal, with Diogo Jota breaking the deadlock just minutes after Klopp called on Salah and Roberto Firmino from the bench. A sublime through ball from Thiago got between Ben White and Cedric Soares and found to the forward's feet, with Jota racing towards goal and driving an effort under Ramsdale, who should have done better. The Gunners' goalkeeper managed to get one hand on the near-post shot, but it was not enough to deny the Portuguese another goal at the Emirates, just as he did in the Carabao Cup semi-final in January. Arsenal's spirit seemed crushed by the opener, and it wouldn't be long before the Reds doubled their advantage. With Arteta hardly having time to get his head around going behind, Klopp's side took full advantage and made it 2-0 just 8 minutes later. This time, Firmino was the man wheeling away in celebration after tapping in at the near post. And it was the substitute who started the move, dispossessing compatriot Gabriel Magalhaes in the box and allowing Salah to strike, only for his shot to be blocked. But a compassed Andy Robertson maintained Liverpool's attack, taking the ball wide on the left and producing and inviting a low cross for Firmino to nonchalantly finish. The bubble had well and truly burst at the Emirates, and the travelling supporters were soaking up whatever excitement was left inside the Emirates. Cast your mind back to the start of the year, and Manchester City's 4th Premier League title in 5 years under Pep Guardiola appeared to be a formality. But after a rampant run of 9 straight league wins from the Reds, Klopp could well be getting his hands on another Premier League title come May. Liverpool are now just 1 point behind City and boast a super goal difference, with their clash at the Etihad on Sunday, April 10 looking like the decider. It's hard to call right now, but one is for certain. We're in for one heck of a final few weeks. Pick up your Daily Mirror every day of the Cheltenham Festival for a free £2 shop bet with William Hill, which can be used on any of the sporting action. 1-8+ terms apply. See tomorrow's paper for your voucher.